Swami Sue predicts $1.30. 32. $1.32. Are you kidding me? $1.32? $1.32 for royalties from the first play that we have written together. $1.32.
Remain calm. He cut out his heart and gave it to her.
Oh, no. I am not going to work on this play now. The search for Mary... What's her name?
Shelley. The search for Mary Shelley, author of Frankenstein.
What's the point? We're two deluded veteran teachers with more than 50 years' experience in the public schools. What more do we have to do?
29 years for you, 40 years for me, 59 years total.
Our first royalties on our first play together are $1.32.
Cents.
And I predicted it. Me, Swami Sue, predicted the exact miserable amount.
I don't give up.
$1.32? Don't you dare say cents. I'm not writing any more plays with you. The hell with Mary Shelley.
You can't abandon this play the way you abandoned me. There is no us. There are no children. The only child we have is this play. And this play is more in your head than mine. You were the one who said there's a story in Mary Shelley's life. You are Mary Shelley. Frankenstein is your creation.
Frankenstein has been done to death.
I don't give up.
I can't do it with you, Lou. Not for $1.32.
He cut out his heart and gave it to her.
Whose heart? Not that I care.
Percy Bysshe Shelley's heart.
I don't care. Whose heart? My heart? Your heart?
We can't give up. Mary Shelley didn't give up after her husband drowned in that storm. Mary Shelley
didn't have to worry about money. She inherited Shelley's aristocratic connections.
Shelley's father wouldn't give her a penny at first. She ran away with his son.
But I only have you, Lou.
And I didn't die at sea. I'm still here. I didn't die. I didn't go away.
I'm still here, too.
Are you? Then prove it. Don't give up. Don't fade away because of these royalties.
He cut out his heart and gave it to her. He really did that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley.
Percy. I'll call him Percy. Or Bercy.
Fine.
He actually cut out Shelley's heart and gave it to her?
His friend reached into the bonfire. He and Lord Byron had lit on that shore where Shelley's body had washed up after going down on a tidal wave. He reached in and cut out his heart and then delivered Shelley's heart to Mary Shelley wrapped in a box. And she took out his dried-out heart and placed it inside her favorite poem of her husband's, Adonai, his eulogy to Keats on his death, and she kept that heart inside her copy of Adonai until she died 44 years later.
Who does that? Who were these people?
I don't know. I just know I can't write the script you want me to write. I keep hearing those phony British accents from The Bride of Frankenstein with the window open.
The window open. Like we have it open now in late October, living in this desert of no wind and little rain.
Yes, I think the window was open. There was Byron pacing back and forth, and Shelley sitting quietly. Both men challenging each other to write a ghost story.
And Mary Shelley sits there, listening to these two giants of poetry going on and on about ghost stories and...
She's the only one who writes the ghost story, Frankenstein. She completes it when she's 19, and Shelley gets it published. And then 5 years later, Shelley dies with his friend and a boy in a storm at sea, sailing as he used to sail with Byron on Lake Geneva, and he couldn't even swim.
Wait, he's out there sailing and he can't even swim? Men are such fools.
No one could have survived that storm in a sailboat.
It's so stupid of Percy to sail when he can't swim, and then he's caught out in a storm at sea, and his body and soul goes to the bottom of the ocean. What's that thing Shakespeare wrote that Percy's friend put as an epitaph on his gravestone?
Full fathom 5. Something about a sea change. It's in The Tempest.
And you can't write a word of dialogue about these amazing people?
Well, I wrote something. He cut out his heart and he gave it to her.
He cut out his heart and he gave it to her. It makes me want to cry and shiver and... Read me what you have.
I can't. The computer's updating and frozen on stage 3. Glitches, glitches, glitches.
I've got 1 day a week to give you all I have.
The play isn't more in your head than mine. And you're not even here. Well, you're sort of here.
So read me what you have.
Frankenstein. The search for Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley sits in her bed. Make the bed that couch facing me. It's a stormy night. God, I love stormy nights. I wish we had some of them here in this dry, dusty desert. And as Mary's pen moves, there is a knock on the door. And this is where I always stop and the play always stops.
Why? Why do you stop?
Because what I see is ridiculous.
What do you see?
Oh, you're going to make that dreadful face of yours.
Create suction in your lips and speak to me. What do you see?
It's not what I see, it's what I hear.
You're pointing at the door. Okay, I can play charades. Someone is about to come through the door. No, not come through the door. Knock on the door.
You're getting warm.
I could strangle you. There is a knocking on the door. A pounding on the door. Someone very large. Larger than you. Frankenstein. Frankenstein is pounding on the door as Mary Shelley...
You.
Jin sits on this chair. Then you, Lou, get up and go to that door and pound on it as if you were 7 feet tall and had a face like Boris Karloff.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein doesn't have a face like Boris Karloff.
Just do it.
The computer's still frozen on stage 3.
The hell with the computer. You can use a pad and write when we get this straight. Come on, heave that bearish body of yours off that stool and go to that door and pound and growl. You are my Frankenstein. You are my monster. Grrr. Go.
This is not going to get us anywhere.
Grrr. Come on, bear boy. Go and growl and be my Frankenstein.
Grrr.
Walk like Frankie. You can do it. This will help Mary and me. You were an actor for almost 40 years. Hunch those shoulders, slide your feet, and... Do I really have to tell you how to do this? Oh, my sexy monster. Okay, now let me hear you growl. Not bad. And there's thunder and lightning and a big storm, and the window is open, and it's a Halloween night. Lou, my hands are turning white. Why did you open the window? It's cold in here.
The wind must have blown open the window. Except there is no wind in Phoenix.
Pound, my monster. Growl. Give me a passionate, angry, wild growl. Now burst in as if you've knocked the door out of its sockets. All the way in, as if you were going to bend over and twist my pretty neck in two.
I'd never do that. Well, maybe.
No speech yet. You're Frankenstein, and you're interrupting Mary Shelley as she composes your infernal birth, and you cannot speak. Now, you will speak. Halfway through the tale, I will give you the speech of Satan who has rebelled against his creator.
I like that. That's not bad. Say that again. You're always so good at this.
There. Halfway through the tale, I will give you speech. The speech of an angry God. I have to pee.
Don't go. Stay. I'm not doing that.
I know. So answer the door.
I'm not moving.
Then I'll answer the door.
Don't move. Maybe if neither of us moves, it'll go away, just like you did.
It's probably just the neighbor. The one who doesn't get in until 1 o'clock in the morning and then starts to howl.
That's his dog who howls. He's a basset hound. They howl together half the night.
Just open the door, Lou. Do it. Trust me.
finally happened. Two artist teachers who had sex.
Once a year.
We have crossed the line between reality and fantasy. You're going to tell me we both hear pounding.
And growling.
If I open that door, Jen, Frankenstein will walk in, and we will see him and hear him, and we will... We live in our imagination, so Frankenstein just walks in?
No, come here, Frankie. You have to be patient. You're not born yet. I don't have any idea of you, not yet. I'm going to create you out of a bunch of dead bodies and say that Victor Frankenstein did it when all the while it was me. I'm your mommy. Act nice.
This won't last. The phone will ring. It always rings whenever we're into this play.
There. What's wrong? You haven't been born yet, and you are raging in the womb. Why are you so angry? Come and tell Mommy. Only she understands. Is it because you want to speak to be understood? Me too.
The phone will ring.
That is why you cannot write this play. You don't believe that we can resurrect this woman who is almost 200 years old. Well, her spirit, that is.
It's still frozen on stage 3. Glitches. There's always glitches. I'll write in a pad. Out of ink. Voice recorder. Activate voice recorder. And as Mary Shelley, who's really a ghost, says...
There, my lovely monster. You can't speak yet. Let me tell you something, dear beast human. I, Mary Shelley, have lived on this earth 17 years, and I don't have a voice. So it's only fair that you don't have a voice for half of this tale. It's fate that you're going to be born and misunderstood and have to wander the streets and into villages growling for contact and hear screams when people see your mug and get fire waved. It's your fate. Quiet, my child. Quiet. Now sit down and let Mommy tell you the good news. Yeah, there's good news. Halfway through the story, you're going to speak.